What's going on, YouTube? We got another money play for y'all. This is going to be out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. The play that I'm talking about is gun wing, slot weak, Raven double post. This play is going to be able to bomb cover 3, cover 4, and cover 2. There's just different ways you have to set the play up in order to bomb those defenses. If you want to jump ahead and get to the practice field and see how we set this play up, there will be time codes down below. You could just skip what I'm about to talk about. If you want to stick around to hear what I got to say, go ahead and stick around. But if you don't, time codes down below. Go ahead and do what you got to do. I have a bunch of people right now asking me, how do you feel about Madden? I know there's a lot of bugs right now. There's a lot of bugs. I play the game, man. I love Madden. No matter what, I already know it's going to come with bugs, early launch. You're just going to have to deal with it. Patches are going to be coming, and when they do, hopefully they fix a lot of these things. And another thing, I have people asking me, what are you going to do if your money plays don't work, or when the patch comes out, are you going to be able to find money plays? Understand this, with Madden, no matter what, money plays come with the territory. No matter what they do, you're going to be able to find a way to bomb certain things. Will it always be a touchdown bomb? Probably not, but there's always ways to make plays work better than they should. And that, like I said, man, that's just something that comes with Madden. Every Madden that's ever been, available to us, there's been money plays with it. Same thing, there's gonna be defensive tips. And trust me, I'm gonna, be a man of my word. If my plays that I put out already do not work anymore, because I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna test them all out. And if they don't work, I'm gonna let y'all know. I'll probably put something in the description, and then in the upcoming videos after the patch, I'll let you know, like, hey, these plays from this date are not gonna work the same, or this play does, this play doesn't. I'll definitely update y'all out on that. I won't just leave y'all in the dark about that stuff. But anyways, I just wanted to get that out the way because I had a lot of people asking me about that, and I just wanted to give my feedback to the people that were asking me about that. So let's go ahead and jump to this play. Like I said, this is Ravens double post. This is out of the Baltimore Ravens playbook. We are going to knock out all the money plays out of the Ravens playbook until we move on. I know I said that before, but I'm just trying to keep it in your head what we're doing right now. So let's go ahead and jump to the practice field. I'll show you how we set this play up. Let's go. All right, first things first, no matter what coverage you're going against, it matters what hash mark you're on to make this play work better. If you're on the left hash mark, you want your wideouts to the left side of the field. If you're on the right hash mark, you want your wideouts to the right side of the field. Now you're gonna set this play up a little bit different depending on what covers they're in. We're gonna go against a cover 4 drop first. So let's show you how we set that up. First thing I'm gonna do is put my B tight end on a delay fade. This is optional, you don't have to do that. Running back, I'm gonna put him on a 5 and in. Again, optional, you can put him on a different route. And then my 8 tight end, you could do different things with him. You could put him on a 5 and out, 5 and in. You could put him on a hitch route like that. Whatever you prefer, you can do that. But I wouldn't put him on a streak. That'll kind of mess him up against cover 4 drop. Just against cover 4 drop, just put him on a 5 and in. I would just do a 5 and in. I would do a cross with the running back and the tight end, and then you have that delay fade with B. From there, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get on this receiver right here, Y, and you're gonna actually motion him out. And what that's gonna do is that's gonna put him on the line, and that's gonna bump that other receiver a little bit further out. This is one thing you don't necessarily have to do, especially if you have burners. But you can see I took out Marquise Brown. I wanted to show you that you could do this with somebody that's mediocre speed, 92 speed, somewhere around there. You don't need one of those burners. Even if you don't have a burner, you don't have to do this, but it does create a little bit more separation with the safety over the top. So from there, I'm gonna go ahead and double team the most outside guy blitzing. You don't have to get outside the pocket, but like I always tell y'all, it helps to throw if you can. Your wide receiver is gonna get bumped. Don't worry about that. That's not gonna affect the play. Once he passes that safety right there, you're gonna just launch that ball up. Like I said, this isn't Marquise Brown. This is Bateman. He has respectable speed. He's not the fastest, but he's also he's not the fastest, but he's also not the slowest. So like I said, motion him out, put B on a delay fade. I like to put A on a 5 and in, and then my running back on a 5 and in as well. I like to run it like that. We'll stay in the pocket this time, just to show you don't have to get outside the pocket. Just have that pocket presence, and then once he passes that safety, once again, just lead that ball towards that corner, and it's going to be an easy touchdown almost every single time. The only reason it won't be a touchdown is if they have a really fast safety, because he's already on top of you, and he's able to catch up to you after the fact. Like if I was probably a little bit further back, he will probably catch up to me. but this is a perfect spot. We'll run it one more time against cover 4 drop so you can see that it is consistent. And we'll run different routes. We'll put the A tight end on a curl route like that, and then the running back on a 5 and in. And then I'll show you. I'll actually, matter of fact, let's put them on a 5 and in. I'll show you what it looks like if you want to throw to the delay fade. So we'll get outside the pocket. The linebacker follows. Then you could just release your tight end right there, and then easy money right there for the delay fade. Because what will happen after you hit them a couple of times deep, they will tend to play that safety and try to help guard it, and then the delay fade will be wide open. So let's go ahead and jump into cover 3. All right, against cover 3, you're going to set it up a little bit different. Same thing with the hash mark, though. If you're on the left hash mark, you want your wideouts on the left. If you're on the right, you want your I can't even talk. You want your wideouts on the right side of the field. What you're going to do different here, though, is you're going to put Y on a streak. The tight ends, you're free to do whatever you want with them. Just don't put them deep. You can leave them on their routes they're on. You can delay fade A, you can delay fade B, and then keep A on his route. Whatever you want to do. You can keep the running back on the route he's on, or you can put him on a 5 and in. That's my preference. That's what I always do. So this is how we're gonna set it up. Same thing. I'm gonna double team the most outside guy blitzing. If you don't know who it is, to be patient. What you can always do is just mark them instead of double teaming them. But we're gonna go ahead and run the play. This is how you're gonna run it. Once again, we don't have Marquise Brown in because I wanted to show you that you can do this without having burners. You don't have to get outside the pocket, but like always, it always helps. Once he passes that safety, just lead that ball to the right. You can see wide open, and this is where Sammy Watkins, easy touchdown against cover 3. We'll run it one more time just so you can see that it is consistent with against cover 3. Once again, you're going to put Y on a streak, and you don't have to motion him out. You can leave him where he's at. Put one of your tight ends on the delay fade, or leave them both on routes. If you know they're not getting pressure, you got a good O-line, more power to you. You don't need to put no delay fade out there. Go ahead and double team the most outside guy. Once again, that is optional. You don't have to do that. That's just what I like to do, and it just helps the play work that much better. And just get outside the pocket if you can, and then once he passes that safety, just lead that ball all the way to the right and kind of up. Easy touchdown. Let's go ahead and jump against cover 2. All right, this is going to be against cover 2. Same thing with the hash. If you're on the left hash, you want your wideouts on the left side of the field. If you're on the right hash, you want your wideouts on the right side of the field. Now, one thing with the tight ends, you're going to need to put one of them on a streak. As you can see, I already did it with A. Preferably A. I feel like you get better results when you put A on a streak instead of B. And then with B, you have options. Like I said, if you have a solid O-line, you don't need the extra help. More power to you. Put them on a flat, put them on a curl, whatever you want to do. I'm gonna put them on the delay fades, and the same thing with the running back. You have options. Y'all already know 5 and in for me. Double team the most outside guy blitzing, and then you're gonna get the same results. Y just gonna come across this middle linebacker. Once he does, he is gonna get bumped, and once he comes across that linebacker, you can go ahead and throw the ball, couple spin moves, and you're in the end zone. Once again, we're not using burners. We're using average speed wide receivers, 90 to 92 speed. We'll run it a couple more times so you can see that it is consistent. Like I said, put A on a streak, B on a delay, your option, run it back on a 5 and in. Like I said, pay attention. Sometimes both wide receivers get bumped, which I think is going to happen right here. You can see why he's going to get bumped. But once he does, basically once he gets bumped, you can go ahead and throw that ball, and you're going to get results. And the spin move is so deadly. Learn how to use it. It'll take you from plays like that where I got tackled from there to getting a touchdown. I'm not really focused on timing it right, but if you do, even with people that can't spin, you can get some really good animations. We'll run it one more time just you can see that it is consistent. Mind you can do different. Like if I'm telling you, if you have a good O-line, you can put B on a flat. You don't need that delay fade, but I think the delay fade is one of the best checkdowns, because especially if you're getting outside the pocket, everybody's gonna follow you, and when they do, and you see that open field, release them, throw it to B, wide open, 20-yard gain. One more time, and we'll try to stay in the pocket on this one. It's kind of hard because they have Myles Garrett, and actually Myles Garrett ain't even the one that got in. The guy we double team got in, but that it is kind of difficult sometimes. I feel like when I'm trying to get to the quarterback, and I send like 3 or 4, they got all the time in the world. But when I'm going against somebody, I feel like they send 4 and get to me like in 3 seconds. I don't know if it's just me or if it's just in practice mode, but that's what it be feeling like sometimes. We'll try to stay in the pocket, have some presence, but like right about right there is usually when I get outside the pocket, and then we get that. That's what I'm talking about. See, just get outside the pocket if you can. Unless you got a solid O-line. The Ravens' interior O-line isn't the greatest. We do have some a good left tackle and a good right guard. Other than that, the center is trash. Our center needs a lot of help. But if you can get outside the pocket, just get outside the pocket. Just delay fade that tight end. You'll be able to get out, and right about right there. Even before that, you could throw the ball. That was a bad ball. But that's how you burn cover 3, cover 2, and cover 4 with this play. You have to set it up different. That's going to be it for this play. Really been enjoying these money plays, making them for y'all. In the past, I think after we dropped that defensive video, we shot up on subs. We went from like, I think it was like 670 to almost 700. Hey man, 700 is that's gonna be a nice number for us. If you're new to the channel, hey, don't be afraid to hit that sub button. I guarantee you will learn some things you haven't seen before, and pick up on some plays you probably never seen before as well. We got a glitchy play for the tight end that it gets open every single time, no matter what defense they're in. It's gonna be a cheesy play. I already played against somebody in my online franchise that I ran it against, and he's a really good player. And even he told me, he was like, man, that play is cheesy right there. And it is. I wouldn't recommend it running it all the time unless you're just one of the people that don't care what your opponent thinks and you're just trying to get yards. More power to you, but it's a play that can work almost every single time, and that play will be dropping probably in the next few days. On top of that, we got the online franchise going. The first week is probably going to drop either before this video or after this video. Not too sure, but be on the lookout for that. But with all that being said, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.